Also, one that I can also remember vividly was Honorable Dan Abadapi, when he was sentenced, and after the 2005 election, between 2005 I think 2007, he was jailed for causing financial loss. He appealed, and during the process of the appeal, the seats kept waiting until, unfortunately, the matter couldn't be even determined till it was election again. Well, it was never conclusive till it was election again. So there was no rush to replace it. So I would say, as a member of parliament who have been in the house for over 2 decades, we've seen this again and again and again. I've cited example from our side, where I mentioned Honorable Dan Abadapi and Honorable Dr. Alasan Yakubu from Miao when this thing happened. There are so many others that happened where the High Court makes ruling, you go to the appeals court, and sometimes they're what do you call it? The decision of the High Court is turned down. We don't know what's going to happen. The member of parliament, I'm told by law, has 7 days. I've heard him say that he has filed for the appeal. So let the law run its full course. I'm only worried about the way, I mean, all of us, when decision of the courts happens and we are not happy, we have every right to comment on them and to make and state our factual disagreement. But to go insinuating and calling names, I mean, it weakens our democracy.
Is it insinuating? Let's hear Afenyo-Markin what he had to say, and that's the point of disagreement.
The judiciary must know that their actions and inactions to serve the interests of whoever their paymaster is has the tendency of destroying our peaceful republic. We will not mince words. They can conspire to call us one by one for a so-called contempt of courts. We are criticizing their shameful conduct. We are not afraid. We are ready to be in Nsawam for their so-called contempt. The sad part of it is that the NDC candidates and his supporters were aware of the judgment before the day, to the extent that on the day of the said judgment, the regional minister led a team of NDC party faithful.
So typically, if any ordinary lawyer makes these statements, they will be on the way to actually go to jail for contempt. But he is minority leader, so he has a certain leverage, and he's doing a certain public commentary, which perhaps the democracy will permit.
I'm worried because, Robert, we're in November. Remember last year this time, what he was saying at the court. And since then, I don't know whether this High Court judge who was appointed this year. I mean, you see, my worry is that, and all of us sometimes get guilty of it when the emotions come, but you have to be careful the way you do the criticism. Because this one, like I said, that's why I was calling it insinuations. It goes beyond just criticizing the decision. One, you are painting the whole judiciary with a same brush. This is a lawyer, this is a minority leader.
You guys are guilty of the same.
You are saying that paymasters. You are saying that they knew the possible outcome. Samson, you are a lawyer, and you and I have been in court a number of times, right? And there have been instances when we are going, we expect, and you tell me, I mean, you sometimes tell me, Muntaka, this one is 50-50. It could go this way, it could go that way. You tell me it's 50-50, it goes this way. And sometimes I tell them, okay, if it goes this way, what should we do? If it's that way, what should we do?
That's right.
And I prepare for any of the 50-50, isn't it?
That's right.
So how do you then say that based on that 50-50 that you, my lawyer, told me, and I prepare in a certain response, it means that the judge is paid? I mean, when you do this, we then by our action and inaction and comments, weaken the very judiciary that we expect to be strong. Because now, let's assume, if we go to the appeals court and they tender the issue of the High Court judge, should the majority that come out and say that the appeal court judges are also corrupt and they've been paid by you and all that? I mean, so I'm worried about the posture of the minority leader, and I think that, yes, it's not immune completely, but I want to believe the judiciary may be hesitant because of the position that it's occupying and the possible rancor and political division that it may create. But I must say that it's very disappointing to hear the minority leader say this, and I expect them to be more responsible as a minority leader in this comment. I mean, we were in the leadership, and something you will bear me, there have been instances emotions go so high. Oh, but still. But we need to be measured. And I maybe I should assist him by telling that he must learn and get his facts right. You remember when, after the former majority leader, Honorable Chairman Sabons, after we elected Speaker, said that, oh, we were bribing, we were trying to influence some of their members. Then, out of emotion, I said that, who were trying to influence the other? In the case, you even were trying to get some swing judges to influence some members. You remember the heat I had to go through? I had to apologize. Because, I had to apologize. I didn't mention any specific name. I just said that, oh, we know that you have even used a Supreme Court judge to do this. And something you knew, and as I know, that look, we had the phone number because it was unknown. We had the conversation 8 minutes, but the court will not give us the order for MTN to give us the audio. So I said that, look, you, my colleague, who told me this information, you told me you have recorded it, not knowing that it was swept, it was clean on her phone. So we didn't have it. And everybody said that, oh, look, but this one, Sam George is the communication minister. So he was the one who did all the tracking, all the numbers and everything with Lawyer Tatuchikata and others. They were all saying that, no, Muntaka, you have to stand your ground. I said, no. Ethics should be very, very important. Once we cannot get the actual evidence, it will be unfair for the other Supreme Court judges. Because if I had mentioned a specific judge, it will be between myself and that judge. Now I've said the whole Supreme Court judges. And now the very evidence we're relying on is destroyed. And we can't have it from the court because the court will not grant us to go to MTN to get it. I think that the most decent thing to do is to apologize. And I did apologize. And I have no regret apologizing because if it was down to me, I expect an apology. I want the minority leader to know that being in leadership position comes with a lot of responsibility. And managing that with your emotion and what you say and what you don't say is very, very important. And also, as he's the lead person, I was a whip.
You, the majority, have already pushed him to the wall, especially with this ECOWAS Parliament matter. Yeah. And now they actually held a press conference just yesterday, Patricia Appiah-Jay, the deputy, asking the speaker to apologize and so on, and then the petition citing him to the Privileges Committee to be withdrawn unconditionally, among others. But I mean, why do you cite your minority leader to appear for discipline
you remember before, Privileges Committee? When we were taking that decision in the chamber, try and get the video, I spoke and I gave the history. I'm with all humility, Samson, and with a greater respect to our listeners, I am nobody. As my brother here knows, by the grace of God,